So those machines that Wiltshire Digital Drive can't refurbish, we'll triage them for bench repair, be harvested for parts, and if that fails in terms of trying to repurpose them, then they will enter the UK circular economy to recover the precious metals and rare earth minerals that are trapped in them. The first thing that happens on arrival is a triage process of firstly identifying if they could potentially be data bearing. We don't look for data, we look for where data could be held. And once they're sanitised, then we'll look to either send them down the route for repurposing for donation or the route for recovering parts prior to metals recovery. So to break down the devices into their material components and recover the rare earth metals and minerals, we do a hand sort at this stage. So we'll just take out lithium batteries, separate hazardous, non-hazardous elements, because obviously a lot of interchangeable parts, memory for example, parts hard drives, even screens and keyboards. And then we are partnered with UK recyclers who will take these securely, put them through Environment Agency approved processes, be that shredding or some form of magnetic separation, and they will extract the different materials in there. So these two drives were taken out of those laptops. Unfortunately, they're too low spec to really go back into reuse, so we're going to send them into the recycling stream, because we have gold here, you can see copper there, this is going to be stainless steel, this is stainless steel, non-magnetic, hence the nickel content in stainless steel is a valuable metal, and these will get shredded up and put through a separation process in the UK to feed the UK circular economy, get these precious metals back into manufacturing. The impact that our recycling has on the environment is obviously everything we prevent from some wrong form of disposal, like landfill. We are helping get those minerals and those metals back into the manufacturing circular economy. Obviously, we continue to dig up the planet for all these metals and minerals. The more we can get back into the manufacturing cycle, the less we need to dig up. I chose to go into tech recycling because it's just a natural progression of the life cycle of equipment. Just because it's end of life for one person doesn't mean it can't be the start of being used by another person. And obviously high level users refresh quite quickly, but the machines, this machine here will go into someone's hands and be a very valuable device for someone who's learning English, job hunting, whatever they need to be accessing services. There's nothing wrong with it. It's old to the person who had it, but it's going to be useful for the person who gets it next. And that cascade of tech is just a constant flow of recycling. And even then, when eventually that doesn't have a purpose in its current form, we'll get all the metals out, send them back round, and we'll build another one. We completely understand why people do hold on to things. Early on they'll hold on to a device because they want to make sure they can trust the new one first. Secondly, they may think, well, there's actually some old photos in there, do I need them? And the final one is, I don't know how to correctly hand this to someone that's data safe and will do good with it. And once they reach that point, that's what Wiltshire Digital Drive is there for, because if we can't repurpose it, we can recover the minerals and metals. We started donating equipment to our community because of COVID. We thought this was a COVID issue of just lack of technology. It's not. COVID only highlighted it. The digital divide has been there for a long time. It will continue to be there, and we will continue to need to help people on so many different fronts.